The fat scouts are out? Boy Scouts of America, tell the Bud Man it ain't so. The fat scouts are not being allowed in to the annual Boy Scout Jamboree in hilly terrain up in West Virginia because they're worried that they won't be able to do all the walking and all the hiking and all the activities of a very physically structured jamboree. I say, let the fat scouts in. Let them do what they can. And if they can't do it, well, maybe they'll be inspired to be in the presence of other kids who are really in shape. They'll become role models for them, and they'll be on their way to shaping up and changing their lives and maybe even saving their lives. We talked about this on the show this morning, and some folks in scouting said, you know, Bud Man, the real reason is they're worried about lawsuits if one of these kids keels over during a hike. Well, there you go again. Every time you turn around here, we're being buffaloed and boxed in by political correctness or by this overly litigious society where everybody wants to sue you just as soon as look at you. On the subject of fat kids, when I was going to summer camp, it wasn't scouting camp, but summer camp as a youth, we had some kids that were way overweight. They came in, the rest of the kids in their cabin pretty much would not mock them, they would encourage them to do all the physical activities they could, to eat right, etc. And every single one of them lost weight dramatically over the course of the summer we spent together in upstate New York at Camp Dudley. And I never saw an exception to that. And those kids all came back year after year, and their obesity problem had been cured, in part by being in the presence of other kids who were in shape. That's the model that the Boy Scouts should employ. Don't keep the fat scouts out of the Jamboree. That's what I think. What do you think? Join me for the next edition of Bud Hedinger Live right here on FM 104.5 AM 540 WFLA. I'll look for you then.